So in this K2 quick brief, I'll give you a quick overview of how you can enable your mobile/field-based workers with the power of GeoData and be able to collect that geo information and add a whole new dimension to your analytics capability through positional information. So let's go ahead and get started here. So I've actually got my iPhone mirrored to my desktop so you can take a peek at what I'm doing. And I've built an application, and I'll put a little context around this. Let's take, for example, you've got a water company that's going out and inspecting pumps and valves out in the field, and they want to go ahead and enable their workers. So with the K2 mobile app, we have this notion of something called application forms. And an application form is just the ability to share out forms with users. And you'll see as I click this asset management or asset information form, it brings it up on my iPhone screen. The great thing about the K2 mobile store is that our forms are actually responsive. So regardless of the type of form factor or the orientation of your particular device, it'll actually automatically resize and adjust to give you a really great end user experience. So in this particular example, let's come through here, and we've got some fields that we're going to go ahead and enter about the piece of equipment that we're doing an inspection on. And we'll come in, we'll enter, we'll say this is a pump, and these are the different model numbers. Now, one thing I want to show here is one of the great things about K2 Forms is that you can create these cascading drop-down lists that change dynamically based on the selection of other bits of information. So in this example, he or she's inspecting a pump. We know it's a P250. We automatically entered the date of inspection. We'll go ahead and put the condition. We'll say that you know what, this particular pump is quite rusty, and we'll say it needs some servicing. And as we scroll down, you'll see I've actually enabled the location services functionality within the K2 Smart Forms. This is actually pulling location information directly from the GPS unit within the phone. All right, and this technology has gotten really accurate. The cell phone now not only uses the internal GPS unit, but it uses Wi-Fi hotspots with known positions. It uses information transmitted by the cellular network to continuously triangulate and update these particular coordinates. So you can see I auto-entered. I know that Bob Maggio logged in, so that's my inspector. We'll go ahead and check additional action. And if I wanted to, I could kick off a workflow with this form. So based on additional action required, I could create a work ticket where somebody will come out and actually replace parts on this pump. In this example, I've also included a separate view within this form that actually allows the operator to come in and upload images. So you can put an image on there. We can say, hey, this particular control is rusty. It taps into my photos on my phone and actually uploads. This is a list control, so I can upload as many photos if I want. So if you're doing a really detailed inspection, you got a ton of different issues, you can actually take the photos and upload them. And once again, all this information is tied back to home base. In this example, when I click submit, it's going to validate, process the data, upload everything to the backend system through the K2 server. Now, in this example, I'm pumping the information into SQL. I could pump it into SharePoint. I could send it to Oracle, DB2, just about any backend system. So K2 SmartForms on mobile devices really become a portal into the enterprise for not only writing information, but also reading information as well. So let's go ahead and take this down. Now that's the end user experience on the cell phone. Let's go ahead and go back to home base and show you a quick form I whipped up. And by the way, all these different assets that I built in a matter of an hour and a half just to build out this demo. So it was really simple. Obviously, they have no validation or business rules in them, but you can get a feel for using the no-code platform, how you can rapidly build these apps. So in this example, really quick back-end demonstration. So you've got somebody back home, they're doing some research. They want to go ahead and figure out, you know, where asset number 122446 is located. They click on the interactive smart form, and it brings back all the details about the particular pump and then does an auto mapping function to Google Maps. All right, this was all done with no code. I transferred the latitude and longitude into the map pane that you see there and presented that. Now you can well imagine you can do all different types of things. And this data is actually present in a database, and you can run all different types of reports, run business rules on location information, as well as do some really neat mapping if you have mapping software, Bing Maps, Google Maps, or Esri. So if you have any questions about GeoData and how you can leverage it in your organization, give us a shout at k2.com. Thanks.